Getting everything you want has nothing to do with luck, fate, or privilege. It has everything to do with awareness. The difference between dreamers and achievers is simple. While some wish, others decide. And a decision changes everything, because it turns intention into movement. Most people don't fail because they lack ability, but because they give up too soon, doubt themselves, or chase results they're not yet ready to sustain. People who get what they want aren't the most talented. They're the most consistent. They've learned that the universe responds to clarity. When you know what you want, act on it, and don't negotiate with doubt. Life makes room for you. Getting everything you want starts on the inside, in your mind, your words, your posture. And each step you're about to see will show you exactly how to align your thoughts, energy, and actions to turn desire into achievement. If you're ready to stop just wanting and start getting, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and come with me, because what's coming next might redefine the way you see the power in your hands. Step 1. Know exactly what you want. Most people say they want to change their lives, but if you ask how exactly, they freeze. They want to be happy, rich, fulfilled, but they don't know what that actually means. And when your desire is vague, life responds with uncertainty. Women who get everything they want are crystal clear about what they're going after. They don't ask the universe for more money. They say, I want a life of financial stability, where I can choose my path without fear. I learned this after years of frustration. I used to say I wanted to be successful, but my definition of success changed every week. So I decided to do an exercise. I wrote down in detail what I wanted my life to look like 1 year from now. Every part of it. My routine, my work, my energy. I put the paper away and forgot about it. Months later, I realized most of it had already happened, because I finally knew what I was asking for. Clarity creates direction. Direction creates action. And consistent action creates results. Women who achieve what they want don't walk in circles. They know exactly where they're going. Comment below. I know exactly what I want. That sentence is the first step to moving from wishing to deciding. Step 2. Believe you deserve what you desire. Knowing what you want is step 1. Believing you deserve it is what opens the path, and this is where most people get stuck, because deep down you don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you're worthy of having. Many women say they want a prosperous life, but inside, they still feel like it's not the right time, they don't know enough, or maybe it's not for them. And it's that silent guilt that sabotages everything. I've been there. When I started growing, amazing opportunities came my way, and so did the feeling that I wasn't good enough. I would shrink, settle for less, doubt myself, until I realized that no one was going to give me permission to shine. I'd have to give it to myself. I started mentally repeating, I deserve what I'm asking for. At first, it felt weird. Then, it became true. Believing you deserve something isn't arrogance. It's self-respect. It's understanding that what you want isn't a luxury. It's alignment with who you're becoming. People who get what they want know the first yes has to come from within. Comment below. I deserve what I desire. That phrase is the key that opens every door, even the ones you're still afraid to knock on. Step 3. Act as if you've already achieved it. The difference between wanting and achieving is simple. The way you behave. Women who get everything they desire don't wait for the results to show up before acting like the version who has it all. They become that version first. And that's what changes the game. Because the universe doesn't respond to lack. It responds to the energy of someone who already feels ready. I learned this when I realized I was living in waiting mode. I was waiting to have more money to dress better, waiting to feel confident to speak up, waiting to find time to take care of myself, until it hit me. I was postponing the life I said I wanted. So I started acting like I was already there. I began waking up earlier, dressing with intention, speaking with presence. And the crazy part? Things started happening. Opportunities that once felt far away started showing up. Acting as if isn't pretending, it's training. It's aligning your behavior with your destiny. Women who get what they want don't wait to feel ready. They act like they already are. Getting everything you want isn't just about focus and drive. It's about energy and awareness. You can plan, work hard, and hustle. But if deep down there's still scarcity, guilt, or fear of having too much, the universe will keep handing you crumbs. Many women don't realize that what's holding them back isn't a lack of ability. It's an invisible pattern of self-sabotage repeating the same old stories. I can't do this. It's not for me. Now's not the time. And until that mindset shifts, nothing else will. That's why I created the Wealth Code. This guide was made to help you change how you think and feel about money, worthiness, and personal power. It will show you how to build a healthy relationship with prosperity and create financial security in a way that's light, conscious, and feminine. With it, you'll learn how to align your energy with the woman who already has what she wants and turn effort into real results. Because getting everything you want starts within, and this is the step no one ever taught you to take if you want to transform your relationship with money and activate your power to prosper. The link to access the Wealth Code is in the first pinned comment. Step 4. Stay disciplined even when no one's watching. Getting what you want doesn't take magic. It takes consistency. Most people start with excitement but quit when the recognition doesn't come fast enough. The secret of women who make it happen is simple. They do what needs to be done, even when no one's watching, even when there's no applause, even when the results haven't shown up yet. I learned this when I was trying to completely change my financial life. In the first few months, it felt like nothing was happening. I was studying, applying, saving, and the progress was almost invisible. One day, I thought about giving up. But then I asked myself, what if today is the day everything starts to shift? I kept going. No rush, no guarantees. And suddenly one day I realized, what used to be effort had become habit. And what used to be a dream had become my reality. Discipline is the bridge between what you want and what you live. It turns intention into achievement. People who get everything they desire understand that consistency is more powerful than intensity. Comment. I do what needs to be done, even without an audience. That sentence represents the silent commitment to your own evolution. Step 5. Learn to wait without giving up. Getting everything you want requires a skill few people master: active patience. It's the art of keeping yourself moving even when the result hasn't arrived. Because between planting and harvesting, there's a season of growth, and that's where most people quit. Women who achieve it all understand that time isn't the enemy. It's the ally that strengthens what you've built. I went through this when I started a project that felt like it wasn't going anywhere. I showed up every day, but nothing seemed to happen. The anxiety was overwhelming. I wanted everything to happen fast. Until one day, in a moment of exhaustion, I realized what I was calling waiting was actually part of the process. I kept going, even without seeing progress. And when the results finally came, I understood why it had taken so long. I was still becoming the person capable of sustaining it. Waiting with faith doesn't mean standing still. It means continuing to plant with the certainty that the harvest is on its way. Women who get what they want trust the timing, but they never stop taking action. Comment. I wait with faith, not with doubt. That sentence represents the balance between action and trust, the point where destiny begins to work in your favor. Step 6. Cut out what doesn't align with what you want. You can't achieve everything you desire while carrying what drains you. Sometimes, what holds you back isn't what's missing. It's what's in excess. People who drain your energy, habits that sabotage you, thoughts that keep you stuck. Women who achieve everything they want are selective, not out of arrogance, but out of awareness. They understand that success and emotional baggage don't fit in the same suitcase. I learned this when I realized my goals never moved forward, because I kept staying in environments that pulled me down. I wanted to grow, but I was surrounded by people who mocked my dreams, who made me doubt myself, until I decided to leave. It hurt. I felt alone for a while, but then I saw it. The emptiness that distance created was the exact space where the new could come in. Cutting out what doesn't strengthen you is an act of courage and of self-love. You don't need to explain yourself. Just protect yourself. Women who reach their goals aren't afraid to be alone for a while, if that's what it takes to keep their soul at peace. Comment. I release what holds me back from growing. That phrase marks the moment when letting go turns into freedom. Step 7, stay focused even when the world tries to distract you. Getting everything you want requires focus, and focus is one of the rarest acts today. We're surrounded by distractions disguised as urgency, messages, comparisons, promises of quicker paths. But women who truly achieve what they want have developed a precious skill. They know what deserves their attention, and what doesn't even deserve a second. I learned this when I noticed that every time something important was about to work out, some urgent distraction showed up to knock me off track. An invitation, a drama, a doubt. I would fall for it, lose momentum, get off rhythm. Until one day I decided to do it differently. I shut the mental doors to the noise, turned off what drained me, silenced the distractions, and made a promise to myself. Nothing and no one is going to take me off course. That was the first time I felt real power. The power of attention. Focus is the language of successful people. Through it, the universe knows you're serious. Women who get everything they want don't do it all. They do what matters. Comment. I protect my focus. That phrase represents the commitment to stay loyal to your purpose, even when the world tries to pull you away from it. Step 8. Turn fear into forward motion. Every big dream comes with fear, and that's exactly where most people stop. They think feeling afraid means they're not ready, but women who get everything they want have learned that fear is a sign of growth. It only shows up when you're stepping out of your comfort zone. The difference is they don't back down. They take action, even while shaking. I experienced this when I was offered an opportunity that felt bigger than me. My first instinct was to say no. I thought, I'm not ready. But in that moment, I realized that waiting to be ready was just a disguised way of staying where I was. So I said yes, even with fear. I remember the racing heart, the sweaty hands, the doubt screaming inside me. But in the middle of the chaos, I discovered something. Fear doesn't go away before you act. It fades during the action. Fear isn't the enemy. It's the reminder that you're growing. Women who get what they want don't eliminate fear. They train it to walk beside them. Comment. I take action even when I'm scared. That phrase represents the moment you stop waiting for courage and start creating it. Step 9. Sustain success after it arrives. Getting what you want is a win. But keeping what you've achieved takes even more strength, because when success finally comes, it brings new challenges with it. More responsibilities, more expectations, more eyes on you. Women who achieve everything they want have learned that success isn't about winning once. It's about continuing to grow without losing yourself. I went through this when I reached one of the biggest goals of my life. For a while I felt invincible, but soon I realized something no one talks about. Success also tests you. It asks if you're ready to carry it with balance. I almost lost myself trying to please, trying to keep up, trying to prove I deserved to be there, until I understood. Sustaining success means learning to stay true to yourself, even under pressure. It's about remembering what got you there, and never forgetting where you came from. Strong women know that stability comes from within, not from what they achieve. That's why they don't get seduced by hurry or ego. Comment. I know how to sustain what I achieve. That phrase symbolizes the maturity of someone who's not just here to arrive, but to stay. In peace, with purpose and awareness. Step 10. Decide you won't stop until you get there. At the end of the day, it all comes down to a choice. It's not luck, it's not talent, it's not opportunity. It's a decision. Women who get everything they want have one thing in common. They decided they would. And that decision is so firm that the universe has no choice but to respond. They might get tired, cry, make mistakes, but they don't stop. I remember a moment when everything seemed to be going wrong. Doors weren't opening. Fear was paralyzing me, and I almost gave up. But in the middle of the chaos, a calm voice rose inside me. You didn't come this far just to stop now. That sentence changed everything. I took a deep breath and kept going, one step at a time. Today, looking back, I see. It wasn't luck. It was persistence. Getting everything you want starts with a decision, and ends when you decide not to give up. Unstoppable women aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who never settle for staying down. Comment: I decide not to stop until I get there. That phrase is the signature of your new story. The moment where wanting turns into destiny. Getting everything you want isn't a privilege. It's a process. Knowing what you want, believing you deserve it, acting as if you already have it, staying disciplined, waiting with faith, cutting what weighs you down, protecting your focus, turning fear into movement, sustaining your success, and deciding not to quit. Each of these steps is a daily choice, a choice made by someone who understands that impossible is just what hasn't been tried enough. Yet, if this video reminded you of the power you have, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment, "I will get everything I want." Because deep down, the universe doesn't reward dreamers, it rewards deciders.